your commentators, James Bardolph and Daniel Kapadia. Very handsome men. Extremely. Sorry, I'll get it. One day I'll do it without thinking.
It's only been 5 years.
Well, I feel like this is like a. This is like a Highlander match, you know? There can only be one, Dan. It's at its own level, it's like a giant match, these two.
Yeah.
You just don't know what's going to happen.
We had so when we had this series, we had overtimes, but it was just the nature of the rounds were ridiculous. It descended into pure madness. Some of the things that we saw, they did not make sense. It's like belongs in that like that that what is that place called, like Believe It or Not? You know, there's one
Ripley's
like
Believe It or Not.
Yeah, exactly. It belongs in one of those places. Like some of the rounds that we saw, just didn't really make any sense. So we're going to have some entertaining Counter-Strike. I'm pretty sure that's.
I've got to believe it or not for you.
Yeah.
85% of the matter in the universe, we don't know what particles it's made of.
Why is that? Because we haven't.
It's all unknown. It's all unknown.
It's because
we're looking for them.
It's too far away.
We're looking for them. No, it's not a matter of distance. Things like Higgs boson and things like that. Black hole matter stuff.
I thought they figured out all the particles and various things.
No. Only 15%, Dan. There's so much, we just don't know what it is out there. There's a believe it or not for you.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll believe it.
We've got much more discovery to do.
Well, we're going to find out exactly how this one goes down very shortly. And Syman Gaming and DreamEaters will find out what they're made of in this series. And hopefully it's some stern stuff, because there's a lot of pressure on these games. Get some games down for you guys shortly. And we've got a lot of nades here on DreamEaters on their T side. Ooh, that's a nice pop. Fortunately, that wasn't one of the members with grenades. So that's something. That's the silver lining there for DreamEaters. But looks like they're going to set piece onto this B bomb site. And there's only 2 players there to defend it. But they better get a move on, because surely Syman Gaming will start to wonder what they're up to. And they'll start rotating players shortly.
Interestingly, looking at the positions of Perfecto and Toric, you would have thought that there may have been a rotation from Needham towards that B-bomb site, but he'll start to make his way over now. And those are quite the headshots. What will the post-plant look like for DreamEaters? They've used all their utility. They've cleared the back of the site. They're planting the bomb. They've got a man advantage, but such is the nature of a pistol round. Anything can happen. Sviat's got himself a dirty little angle. Could he catch somebody off guard? Will they be peeking beyond? No. He's trying to invite some help from his teammate. He's not quite going to get it, though. Toric just waiting. Okay, maybe there's a chance. There's no kit for these 2 players. Can't quite finish the job. Neelands must be feeling exposed at the moment. 2 versus 2. Speedak hiding behind the pillar, just entertaining, wasting time. Kinky to get the headshots. And look, he's just excited. He's just so happy he can start shouting already. It's like, that's why he wants them to win rounds. So he can just start screaming at them.
Yeah. Let's do it.
He's loving life.
Let's do it, man.
No, we're not doing it. He's doing it.
Well, we'll be screaming.
You do it.
Sure.
You do it. You scream.
We'll be screaming.
Let's hope there's a compressor.
I was about to say, yeah, hopefully there is a compressor. I'm sure there is. There definitely is. We will be able to tell. Oh, the days of commentating without compressors. Good 2 years. And that's with that, but we're in the future now. We have all the technology, all the bits and bobs.
Move on, Dan. Come on.
Well, I mean,
it's
an eco round, James. What do you want? What do you want from me, man? They're all deads.
Come on. What's Ramzik's goals in this round? Come on.
It's not to embarrass himself. There's no realistic objective here beyond trying to find a Ziki kill and steal a weapon away. And he will be spotted by the MP5. It's kind of interesting seeing the MP5. We actually see more MP5s, I think, than MP7s. And I feel like it's still novel because of the novelty of it. I feel like.
I guess so.
Because the MP7 is definitely better.
Yeah, it's a statistically worse gun, the MP5. It's just the lack of traces for spraying smoke.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the only given advantage of the MP5. I have it equipped, though, because it's my Danger Zone skin, and I've named it the King of Danger Zone. You guys all know the truth.
Indeed, indeed. Well, we got the buy round coming in, the AWP on Ramzik, and looks like a fast play is brewing towards this A bomb sites from the likes of DreamEaters. You've got Speedak with his MP5 trying to entertain towards Banana, just keep the presence there. And here comes the push, and it looks like they'll be able to get 1 kill out of it. And Archside is open, but that's the bomb moving on Sviat, and he's by himself, and he's moving in towards CT. So this round is it's at this point where it could just descend into madness here. It depends on what Sviat decides to do.
Yeah, but it's such an awkward position to be standing top mid, not around the corner. So if there's a flank, you're kind of exposed with the SMG. And now the bomb has made its way back towards the A bomb site as a smoke up, but it's not quite moving just yet. This is very pokey-proddy from DreamEaters, and I see there's more rotation on the cards. Sviat's he's got to make a play here. I think he's maybe being a little too passive at this point because he's got the bomb, but still needs to use the numbers you have together. Okay, they're going to join up. So just waiting for his teammates to join him. Where will they choose to go? He was pretty deep before, and once he conceded his position, Kioz has got himself a glorious off angle, which surely he gets one for free at the very least. Will they be checking for this? Oh, they're huddled together. 2 penguins in the Arctic.
At least they died in each other's arms.
It's just some odd hesitation there. The bomb makes a play through the smoke with a flashbang, goes into CT, but then there's one player just standing top mid, looking down. So what is what is the actual goal? With an SMG, no less, don't really have the perfect range, so it seems they weren't sure what to do.
Exactly, I was going to say. And we've seen the situation for these teams before where there's a certain point of the round where you can basically mark the exact point where suddenly they just don't know exactly what they should be doing. And yeah, because they were just stuck in the mud, it looked like. But either way, we'll get another buy-in. And looks like some banana aggression is afoot. CTs will spot some of the... Was that a nade onto Sviat? It looks like... I think it maybe was, or at least an orb shot. No, it has to be a nade that did a lot of damage to Sviat. And Ramzik pressuring towards the apartment. This is going to work out quite well. What the hell's going on Banana? Sviat is going to get taken down by his teammate, Speedak. It has descended into madness indeed. And it's going to be a 5 versus 3 before you know it. Syman Gaming in the lead on the numbers. But can they close down the round again?
I love the AWP. Acheron.
What happened to Sviat? How did he get punctured by Speedak?
We'll find out soon enough, Dan. There's a minute on the clock. There are flashes. You can see Speedak's got one lined up. Often a good idea to just pop a flash over the roof. So if there's an AWP on a coffin position, for example, you can deal with it. But it'll go the other way. For players deeper on the site, there's a second one. So far, so not so good. Kioz with a beautiful transfer. And now Speedak surely can't plant the bomb. If Kioz just holds position, he could be baited in. But 4 versus 1, maybe he goes for it, maybe he doesn't. We've got some more deep flashbangs, but Speedak will avoid all of them somehow. Might have to go shotgun mode on this. Beautiful shot from him, and now he has a chance.
He is really fast with the AWP. This is actually a pretty decent position. Oh my god, he had the shot. He hesitated. He hesitated for a moment there, and that was it. That was it. He had a good opportunity. That first kill was nice. But at least they got the bomb down and some damage. But at the same time, it could have been so much more. It's unfortunate. Here we go. So, okay, presumably we'll see. Oh my god, that's so cold, dude. That is cold. It executes him where he stands in cold blood. Come on, man.
Do you know what? I've been thinking in the back of my mind for months. I've just been thinking at some point, surely someone's going to just walk up to their teammate and accidentally just shoot them in the head. Just for no good reason. And I've finally seen it.
That was
not in the head, but the effect is the same. Ooh, not too bad, but it's the Molotov's doing more of the damage at the moment. Kio's trying to hold things down. Can he fall back? He's got his teammate to play off of him for a second or two. We've got some more grenades, though. Smoke to create some space. Speedak being exploded, and there's no CT smoke. Need him with some pre-fire. Kinky goes straight into it. That leaves Krad as the last man to fall. Nobody falls for Syman Gaming.
I mean, I think that just that AWP shot, just that cold-blooded shot straight from Speedak into Sviat.
That's the anime betrayal.
It shows, I think it just tells us the kinds of things we're going to see in this game, in this series.
But it's the G button to drop your weapon by default, right? Not mouse 1. They're pretty far away from each other.
Exactly.
Even if you've got like a split keyboard, like a Mr. Barocco, it's still...
It doesn't. I don't know how you can accidentally do that. I've never accidentally done that.
It makes me happy.
Well, we've got the fast push towards Banana here, having to extinguish the flames. That gives away the position, but got to be careful not to overcommit. They're all just spraying and overcommitting there and not expecting the trade fragger to come into play. And they had no bullets left. All caught on the reload. Made that rather easy for Neelan. He'll be taking that all day. And now it's down to Sviat, Krad, and Forrester to try to save this one. And I'm looking to see a hopefully better series out of Forrester as well. It seemed like he was struggling yesterday. So hopefully he had a good night of sleep and all that. and we'll see a better result from him. But this is a rather annoying spot to be in. It's not hopeless, as hopeless as some other maps. They're still very difficult. You can see that Syman Gaming are doing the right thing. They're just playing very passively. They've got the numbers advantage. That's all they need.
Yeah, and they're looking to abuse it. They don't, however, have any vision of the arch position. But that's not something that DreamEaters know right now. Maybe with the use of utility there, they might find out. I don't think Torik's been spotted in the graveyard area, and there's a flash for Ramzik to go and have a look. So if he repositions, he could get caught off guard. But Torik's leg has been spotted in that graveyard area. Down he goes, and Perfecto will concede his position. Krad going through the smoke. Ramzik still looking for something. They're both going to go down. What the hell's happened? What a turnaround.
Yeah, that's insane that they were able to just walk in like that and find the picks. It doesn't really make much sense, but Neelan and Kios are still alive. I don't know how good the money is. Well, okay, we can see how good the money is. It's actually okay, so they can try to do some damage here, but looks like Sviat's absolutely owned this one, although it depends on his timings.
He's got Krad in position with an off angle, I think.
They'll hear him now, so there it is. Neelan has to just survive now. Okay, so didn't expect that turnaround. They didn't even drop a single player, James. They just walked into the A bomb site. So positionally, you've got to imagine that something there is not optimal for Syman Gaming if that's going to happen in that way.
Well, it seems no one was peeking short, and nobody was peeking arch.
Yep.
And then DreamEaters threw a Molotov towards arch, so they pop flash Ramzik in. But while that was going on, Torik had no cover. You know, from the pit position, you can stand on the bicycle, have a look, see if anybody's coming up short. So that was an issue they don't want to repeat for sure. Well,
no one's looking balcony potentially as well, because that's where the kill came in from. I think the first kill was on the guy in graveyard from balcony. So, and interestingly, I forget now who it was. If it was Sviat or Krad or Speedak, whoever it was, but or actually, no, I think it was Forrester. I think he saw like a slither of the player in graveyard, so he called it out, and then his teammate took the angle from balcony. Yeah, absolutely mad round there. And that ties things up. It actually felt like Syman Gaming were beginning to run away with things, given how some of those rounds had just went. But, well, there it is.
Back and forth.
It is back.
It's pretty down back and forth. You know how it is with these two.
Yeah.
There's nothing that's a given.
Yeah.
Momentum can last just for a fleeting moment. Both teams are on the buy once again. Ramzik with the AWP looking for a wide swing or somebody to jump into the pit. Nothing doing just yet. And there is quite a solid take of the banana area. Pretty easy. Again, Syman Gaming going double short, maybe looking to boost. Ramzik's creeping actually. Torik playing anti-flash, but he is going to get taken out. Smoke on the arch position for now, but Syman Gaming needs to find a plan B because they have lost a lot of map control. They're going to get the sound cues. You can see that Ramzik's in the site, so we'll hear these players moving towards the arch position. The B players are here. Stereo frags for DreamEaters, and this one's already over.
Yeah, not much you can do now. Well, the money's gone. And it's a desperate life right now for Syman Gaming. Perfecto's one to, as he's on our screen, he's one to highlight for the games or the maps to come, the moments to come. He seems to always be able to get multi-kills, which is pretty exciting. Like, the amount of times he just lined up like 3 to 4 players has been kind of ridiculous. I don't know if it's just like some crazy, statistical anomaly, but he's been good at those spots.
He's often the last man alive as well somehow. I don't know how he's combining those two things. On both sides, as the Ts and the CTs, he's somehow...
He is perfecto.
Always the guy who's saving if someone needs to save. So he's kind of solved the stat padding conundrum in that respect. Oh, he's being hunted now by quite a few players. Ramzik's going for style points.
So happy.
Yeah, I can just hear him saying "Davai" to everybody. Davai, Davai. Davai, Davai. There's a... What's that song? There's a song. Davai, Davai. Whoop. Davai, Davai. Whoop. It's like a song of that disco tune. Yeah, not really going... You know, they're like, oh yeah, we're comfortable. You know, things are looking good on the CT side. What's happened to that? It's USPs now. Fisher Price weapons. Desert Eagle and a P250 as well.
Yeah, it's tough, isn't it? It's a tough life. Deeks are out. DreamEaters they're off to. I mean, I feel like I can't really say this because of just the knowing this matchup, but it feels like they're in a great spot to generate some momentum here and take over.
Why would you say
half.
that in this with these two teams?
I know.
Why would you say that?
But I feel like
we've learned already in these 7 rounds that you can't say that.
Well, I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to stand by it, and hey, you know what? If Syman Gaming want to shut me up, they can. You're
going to be on your ass next buy round.
I hope so. But if things are normal in some way, we should see DreamEaters begin to run away with the score a little bit and generate a lead now. Just because they're going to have economic security, they're going to have, I think they have more confidence already by looking at some of the emotions over in the Syman Gaming camp. It feels like DreamEaters look a little bit more confident. Ooh. Oh, that's unfortunate. If only he had a deagle. Get that one-shot potential in there.
Molly's off, smoke, flash.
No, just stand and fight.
Anything?
Oh, God.
Any of these pieces of utility? Well, a rifle has been stolen.
Right, yeah. Is there another one somewhere? There must be. I don't know where the other one is. Or if it's been discarded.
Let's see, Syman Gaming will take something out of this. And they're going to win the next round with that AK-47. I'm calling it.
Yeah, it's a pretty big result. Perfecto, he's lying in wait in the logs. By the logs.
You ever lie in wait by the logs, Dan?
Sometimes. It's hard to find a good log these days, though.
Send down pictures of logs, people.
Yeah.
I wish I had a gallery of all the things I've invited people to send you pictures of in the past. There's been quite a few obscure things. All right. Let's see what they have to offer now. Can they turn things around, this C2 side? Started off well, then turned into a disaster. That's pretty much the pace I think we'll see in both halves, really.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
It's like there's some promise, and all the promise is taken away.
Yeah, it keeps things exciting, I guess. It's like, you're always having to guess. It's never easy to know which way things will work.
When you could jump into this fan and it would go, drrrr, it would make a super loud noise.
Because it would and also it would be headshotting you.
Yeah.
Basically.
I miss those days, man. Putting my head in a fan.
Yeah. Right. Well, here's the buy round. You said that things would all be topsy-turvy and that DreamEaters' momentum would cease post-haste.
This is 100% a round for Syman Gaming. 100%.
100%. Not even 99.9%, but 100%.
100%.
That is confidence. Well, let's see how they manage to do that. We've got a standard 2-3 split for Syman Gaming. They've got the AWP towards the A bomb site, towards Porch. Speedak will take his towards Banana. So that's a pretty big win already in terms of, because you never know where the AWPs are going to be going. And so if you're in Speedak's position, it's pretty cool that you'll be able to take peeks towards that B bomb site and not have to worry about an AWP.
Well, you never know when it's going to appear. See plenty of rotations of AWPs on Inferno. So they've taken Banana, they've left a lurker in situ while they look to head towards apartment. Standard stuff. This is what you people at home should be doing. Yeah, I said you people. People tend to go Banana taken. It's like, oh, we must go be compelled to do it. But deny information and your life could be made easier. You might get a frag on the way. Crowd wonders what is towards the boiler position. Ramsig may have avoided that. I don't know. Depends on how deep the flashbang went. Here's another one. We've seen a lot of these just rudimentary flashes. Beautiful shot from Ramsig. Looking for a third one. He's got another teammate to trade, and the bomb is beyond the smoke grenade now. Kinky 1 versus 3 with 35 seconds. The smoke has come and gone. We've got Kios moving down Banana. He knows what Kinky must do. He's going to get a 1v1 on Perfecto. And there is the flank from Kios, and there is the round for Syman Gaming. So I feel like today on Inferno and yesterday as well, we saw a lot of flashes where they're going to force the CTs off the angle, but haven't really seen like the flash from the pit to allow T's to burst properly top mid, the proper pop flash. But anyway, Syman Gaming prevail. I told you, man. I told you, Dan. 100%.
Well, there's still money in the bank for the likes of DreamEaters, so they'll be able to keep the pace up, keep the pressure on. And yeah, it seemed like a struggle there for them to be able to take top mids away from Syman Gaming. One of the reasons why that setup is good from Syman Gaming is because when you have teams playing defaults, what often will happen is they'll smoke Arch first, because Arch is like an easy smoke to make, and then you can just take top middle and deal with any players around the porch, and in life is good. But if there's 3 players around the porch already and ready and waiting to fire on all cylinders as the push comes in, that's not what you want as a T. It's like you want to isolate the Arch guy away with your smoke, and then you don't have to deal with as many players, and they won't commit as hard. So that's one of the reasons why that setup works against the defaults. But if the Ts can suspect it, then they'll know how to deal with this. You can't run that all the time. Oh, see that taking a lot of damage from the Molotov there. So we'll see what the approach is from DreamEaters again here. It's a lot of nade damage already.
Round advantage for DreamEaters at the moment. Crowd drops the smoke towards Arch. Ramzik waits. You can see there is a potential boiler peak. He's only scoped in once, but surely he's been heard by Forrester in the apartments. Has a quick look, waiting for Ramzik to look away. Thought he'd get a cheeky frag. No such luck. 0 damage so far by DreamEaters. Pretty deep mollies towards B-bomb site. Needon forced to back away. There'll be sound cues, but there'll be no spray through the smoke. You never know what's around the corner. It seems DreamEaters will all combine towards this B-bomb site now. In the meantime, does Ramzik go back up short to have a look towards top mid? Some more aggressive AWPers will do it, and it can be such valuable information. But no, it'll be a 5 versus 2 on the B-bomb site. Some of the Ts are blind as they start to move in, but there's time now. Kios with the FAMAS. Beautiful second shot from him. Only 2 of them, and they've taken out 3 players so far. He's buying time. Torik's got to throw a flash over. Get the flash in, but it's coming in way too late. Too much hesitation there. I don't know why it took so long. That could have been everything, but now the bomb can be planted.
And Ramzik will actually get that shot as the smoke dissipates. The timing is not perfect there for the likes of DreamEaters. And Crad tries to out-peek. Ramzik does actually connect with him, but in comes the flank from Perfecto, and he's got a great angle. That's a perfect angle, a right-eye peek and all, and the round will go to Syman Gaming. And it looked like it should have been DreamEaters there. They had a pretty good start. You know, they were isolated those 2 players on first oranges, but they did so much damage.
It could have been stronger for Syman Gaming. I don't know what Torik was doing. I could see him on the X-ray, and I could see he had a flash in his utility, but he seemed to be holding for a while, so they could have survived with potentially even more players if that flash came in earlier. Came in half a second too late. Teammate taking that before it popped. Those flashes on the rotation can be so strong. That shows that Syman Gaming have a good idea of their opponent's situation, utility, and so on. Going for the peak when you know they're not going to have an AWP. Cheeky frag, and Torek will have a brazen angle as well. So far, so good for Syman Gaming, looking to rebuild their economy for the few rounds to come in this first half. 5-5 at the moment, so we'll see how many they can get.
Needham looking to investigate from Arch side. He might be in for a surprise, although Speedak not quite ready for that peak. So at this point, it doesn't feel like there's much left to be done for DreamEaters with just 1 player left. And as you say, James, the pendulum swings back in the favor of Syman Gaming, but it is a pendulum, so it will be swinging back the other side eventually. Such is the nature of these
There's
teams.
no rhyme or reason. There is no rhyme or reason. There's another round in the bag for Syman Gaming, so it looks competitive so far. Going into the second half, no one's really got a huge advantage. Although if Syman Gaming gets to 8 CT rounds, then you do start to wonder. So this is key for DreamEaters. They need to keep the score close.
So I think given the kind of logic of this game or whatever, I think that this is the round that DreamEaters will win, James. Because Syman Gaming are about to kind of stabilize their advantage. And here comes the spray from Nealon. Not going to work out for him. 2 more players behind that, though. Kios will stay in. He's spraying quite a lot. Most of his bullets are gone now. He keeps committing. He does have a player behind him. That's Torik. He is now forced to retreat back to the bomb site. But DreamEaters do not have to commit into this. They don't have to do that. They could reset the situation, but they're going to go, all of them, together to push in against Torik. And then where's the trade at? Torik is able to escape that frag, but instant headshot from Forrester. Beautiful stuff. Now a 3 versus 2 off the plant for DreamEaters to play off of. They're looking good.
I can only guess he wasn't sure whereabouts that T was, because again, Perfecto was just about to get to the well. He had a flashbang, but maybe he thought they were closer. Then he realized Because again, that flash can make a hell of a difference, but not on this occasion. So maybe you're right, Dan. And just as Syman Gaming back to stabilize it, it's time for DreamEaters to pull things back. Let gravity come their way again. So what is the play here for Perfecto? He's got a kit, and they seem to want to go for it. They've got a few seconds. Ramzik could do with this Molotov towards a dark position. There it is. He's got to get on the bomb, though. It's the wrong person. They'll get a kill out of it, but they won't get the round. DreamEaters are back.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, if this ends up being actually a thing, maybe we have to like call it the pendulum effect or something, or we have to kind of coin a term for the phenomenon that is the battle between DreamEaters and Syman Gaming. But yeah, good round from DreamEaters. It's one of those simple ones where the CTs play 3 towards Banana and they're committing 3 players because there's 2 ways to do it. Well, there's 2 or 3 ways to do it, but either you use those players passively or you use them aggressively. And in this case, we saw Syman Gaming committing their players aggressively to effectively win or lose the round on Banana, and we saw how it ended up. So DreamEaters now 6-6 Syman Gaming. Double 1 Mac 10 here in tow for DreamEaters, and they're going to push mid very quickly. Oh my God, Forrester, he is having quite the game already. So glad to see that, and that's the fastest wrap ever onto the A bomb site, and this round is done.
Yep,
absolutely done. It would be a miracle if DreamEaters allow Syman Gaming to even save their weaponry. They have a lot of time to try to... Actually, that said, their money's not very good, so it might be a gentleman's agreement in play now.
Trying to quietly move away. They've got a fair amount of places to hide in. Well, that's quite a solid one from DreamEaters. And again, it's all about racking up these CT rounds, really. So the more T-side rounds DreamEaters get, the less work they have to do when they get to the CT side, because that is the harder side for both these squads, as the desk talks about as well. There's an explosion around the church. Tower, spire. And there's the call to action from DreamEaters. Positive reinforcement. If they win, maybe he says, Bolshaya Pabieda. Or something along those lines. Big victory. Zangief used to say that in old versions of Street Fighter. That's where I learned my Russian, Street Fighter.
Nice.
All right, we've got 2 rifles for Syman Gaming, Neelan and Kioz. Number 7, number 8 on the radar. We've got Kioz going towards the B-bomb site alone. We'll try area containment with the smoke grenade at the half wall. That will buy some time. In the meantime, we've got some kind of setup here with the CZ. I like it. And they're walking straight into it. And they got absolutely nothing out of it. That is quite unfortunate for Syman Gaming, but it's fantastic for DreamEaters. You'd expect 1 frag at least, but such is life.
Yeah, it's pretty difficult sometimes. Ooh, just going to run through the molly. He will definitely be hunted because they know exactly where he is. Ooh, he's definitely getting hunted here.
He did.
Send out the hounds. And there we go. Forrester, 11 for 8. Forrester's been getting some really good kills. And again, as I said, like the last series that he played, he really struggled. So I'm glad to see that he's having a good go of things. And DreamEaters, they are looking much better. But this would be the moment, wouldn't it, that they lose a round? We'll see.
I think DreamEaters have done enough to close it out on the CT side. That's how I feel right now. Okay. It's map specific as well between these two. I feel like we're grizzled veterans in DreamEaters Syman Gaming saga. So I think they're in a good position now across the entire match.
Well, we're going to find out. DreamEaters will be up against an auto shotgun. And what does Torek have? Presumably something's on the ground for him. What does Torek get? An M4. Okay. All right, so it's not the worst in the world. I mean, they're lacking some utility. There's only 1 kit, but hey. So, all right, that's really interesting. Okay, let's see what Torek can do from this one. He nails down 1. So he gets some information on the rest of the players. Perfecto's gone in as well. Wow, they really doubled down on that balcony aggression.
That smoke is to extinguish a Molotov to allow you to pick the balcony in case they throw a molly through the window, because it goes through the wall, as you can see. For those who are not familiar, Ramzik gets taken at a close range. He will lament the AWP in Speed Axe hands. But his suffering is almost over. Nilan and Kios remain 2 versus 4. Does Crad even get... Okay, now get checked for. He knows he's there. Meat shots! Everything turns around. 1 versus 1. Speed up.
Oh! Let's go!
Alrighty then. Style points towards the end, and maybe that gives them an injection of adrenaline moving into the second half, because boy, do they need it. We'll see you after the break.
What a battle. Didn't expect that little 3K at the end. I had a funny feeling when he had that auto shotgun that he'd get 2, but that third one, that was a juicy one tap with that AK. Nilan, what on earth was that? And it appears, James, the pendulum effect is still in action because that was just the point in which, you know, as far as like the flow of how the rounds are traded between these two teams go, that was about the time for a round for them. So, well, the universe is delivered for Syman Gaming. Good work from Nilan, and this is anyone's. Here we go. This is madness, absolute madness. God, it's so amazing.
How did he get that last kill? I don't know.
So beautiful.
Yeah, you could see how much they needed that last round. They really did.
Yeah, that's such a boost, isn't it? What a morale boost. And back into the pistol we go, and Syman Gaming trail by 1 round here, as you can see. And it's really hard to say what on earth we're going to see in, again, you know, with these two teams. So we'll see a standard 2-3 setup from DreamEaters. Syman going towards top mid. They've got one player kind of distracting towards Banana. Oh, are they going to go for a split potentially? Yeah, they're going for the B split on the pistol round. That's a lot of fun.
That's quite smart because we saw they were peaked on their way up at the mid position. Ramzik started to make a play. That didn't work out. And now the two C2s are pushing down Banana, but the bomb is on T ramp. So Syman Gaming needs to wrap back to mid. Look at the radar. This is absolutely bananas, of course. Where else would you see this kind of madness? Torik's going nuclear at the moment, and Kios will join him as well. And the bomb has been dropped, and now they're smoked off from the bomb. That is a little awkward.
It's kind of crazy because they have a lot of different options here. They could actually just run all the way around to top mid. They could both do that if they want. They have time to do literally anything. They absolutely have to wait out the smoke, so that's one reason why you could consider that play. And are we going to see DreamEaters pushing this? Oh my God, there's definitely not a necessity to push this. Into the angle they'll go though. And I don't know, James, I think that's a bit bold. They had the bomb. They had the bomb. Oh no.
The pendulum has been magnetized, Dan.
I don't know.
It's going in all kinds of directions now.
I don't know what just happened there. That's crazy. Oh, wow.
Nice work, Torik. Torik the man.
That is such a strange pistol.
Well, there we go, 8-8, and it seems Syman Gaming will continue their momentum from that last round. That clutch with the auto shotgun to an AK. Some grenades up Banana. Move away in case of a barrage of HEs that will never come. DreamEaters have invested nothing into this round. Perfecto. Now, this is a lovely angle to hold, just to make sure there's no push while your team are doing something else. And who better than Perfecto to get a 4K?
It's always him.
He is a king. I thought back in the day, he used to be DD on Tyloo, right? Back in the day, he used to be the anti-eco frag champion. But Perfecto, I think, is just a frag champion in general, in kind of every aspect in the matches he's been playing. Mr. 4K. Seen it with Krieg, seen it with Mac 10s. On to the next one.
Yeah, nice.
Syman Gaming in the lead.
Yeah, so let's see how DreamEaters...
He's like a CIS Fonz, this guy.
Get themselves back in there.
He's got a bit of Fonz in him.
Hey. Okay. We got ourselves a FAMAS, few M4s. No AWP, though. And Syman Gaming will continue with the hodgepodge buy that they have. The Mac 10s, the Scout, the UMP. Oh, it's a nice first kill from Sviat. Oh, he's trying to get out of there. There's fire everywhere. Found a nice little sweet spot. Hopefully there's no more spread. And indeed, he gets to remain in sandbags. But here comes the Mac 10. Perfecto, no less. And he'll take down Sviat. And there we go. Banana's smoked off. So 1 for 1 ultimately. And they pick up a weapon from this too. So that's actually a pretty big win for Syman Gaming. And that will also cause a rotation too.
They needed a little more team play there. Crad, I guess he didn't have the angle to drop a forward smoke at the half wall. So they got isolated, and Sviat got picked off. There'll be an exchange of weapons, and this time nobody's going to get murdered. Just a simple exchange. G button to drop. So Perfecto low health will take the scout. 50-second mark, and Forrest is curious. He wants information for his squad. They're 2 per site, and they could do with a little more. But he's going to start moving back. Now, I'm really curious as to where that smoke may have gone. Slipping away back towards the site now. Trying to avoid the variance. There's the smoke. And now the bomb seems to be headed towards the B bomb site. So they've slipped through the fence. And they've gone beyond the wall.
So once again, we got Syman Gaming making plays through CT spawn, and DreamEaters seem to be somewhat aware that this is a possibility, and there is the peak. And Ramzik's gonna nail it. Crad now has to go for it. It's a beautiful headshot. That's an important one because now there's huge pressure on Torek. He has to plant, but he's got no teammates to cover him. And here comes the push. Krad's not quite there in time. Now there's a chance for Torek to get something going, but he's working these prolonged sprays, and it's not gonna really go his way. The bomb will go down at the very least. Some extra money in the coffers, but DreamEaters, they need that pendulum to swing back in their favor. Kind of some nice headshots in this one. But Syman Gaming, they're the ones experiencing the success. But if the lore is true, James, this is the round.
Both these teams fighting for stickers in the game.
I think that's something.
The DreamEaters logo might be pretty cool. Actually,
Yeah.
they both might be. I like the Syman Gaming logo. I think your logo's got to stand up in black and white. In general logo design. Suez is more of a classic approach.
Oh.
And that's a big shot in the
Yikes.
face, baby. Neelan has to watch from the sidelines for now. This is the pick of DreamEaters. 9-9 at the moment. Ramzik will flash himself into the angles. Doesn't know what is in the porch position just yet. Molotov may help. I don't know if it bounced in the corner or went beyond. But there's no possession of Banana. They don't have the presence there. They don't have the denial of information that one would expect. It seems at the minute mark they may head that way. There's a flash. Got to jump past the angle. We've seen this set up in the previous match, actually. Will it work again? There's the first part. There's the second part. Beautiful stuff. We saw that from Tyloo, and maybe DreamEaters were watching. That will shut down this round, leaving Perfecto and Ramzik to wonder what could have been and maybe hold on to what they have.
So there you go, James. DreamEaters are back in it. Not even going to drop a single player by the looks of things. That is really important. Perfecto and Ramzik holding on as best they can. DreamEaters just waiting it out, no need to move. And they need all the money they can get right now, and there it is. So, DreamEaters restoring the equilibrium between these two teams with a win there. And they will be 1 round ahead. We'll get a timeout coming in from Syman Gaming. And you can see why. Ramzik is $200. He's actually going to spend that last $200 presumably on a flashbang. And the other member that was saving also obviously did not receive any loss bonus, so they're trying to figure out exactly how they're going to plan the money, the economy as rounds are moving forwards. And also they get to concoct some schemes, some plots for the round to come. What do we do with this AWP and this Krieg? They've managed, okay, so they've actually forced it up around the 2 save weapons they've decided, which makes a lot of sense. And it's going to be interesting to see how they work this. I like that they've opted to get so much utility. I think that on this map, it makes a lot of sense. But it's kind of awkward that one of the 2 guns is an AWP. We'll have to see what Ramzik can do with it.
Keel's just waiting. There goes the flash. DreamEaters keen to hold on to the banana position. And they will be successful. Syman Gaming failed on the previous attempt to take banana in the late game, the late stage of the round. And now we've got a 4th player making their way over towards B bomb site for DreamEaters, so they'll be even more confident due to the failures of Syman Gaming previously. Keel's keeping them honest in case there's a push later on. Syman Gaming is showing some presence, but I don't know if they'll deter DreamEaters too much from having a look top mid. We'll see. Actually, the only person who could is Speedak in the arch area. Crad just jumping, but Ramzik's looking for it. He moved his crosshair at just the wrong point. That's really unlucky for him. And Crad falls back. Crad has no grenades. He's got no smoke, no flashes. None of the usual deterrents. However, DreamEaters will still say stay 4A with confidence, although Speedak is starting to wonder. Looking for a response maybe, but still DreamEaters are not too convinced. 4 players, or 3.5 players towards A, but not getting curious. DreamEaters, no flash or anything. You've really got to be careful about dropping the bomb on the floor, because it gives a sound cue away, and in they come. What does Crad even do? Takes 1 for the team. Only Speedak is close. Nothing doing for him. And suddenly it's a very dangerous round for the CT side.
Yeah, absolutely is. I mean, at this point, they're just going to go and back off. They don't want to risk losing any weapons. This has worked out really well. Syman Gaming picking the perfect round, and to think that, you know, it's a force buy in it as well. And things will go 10-10. I do like that DreamEaters, though, decides to not, let's say, lose a couple guns before calling the save, because that happens a little too often where you see teams investing and being like, oh, okay, you know, we've lost 2-3 people now, let's save that 1 gun, as opposed to just giving it up entirely and thinking about the long term. I feel like the energy is, insofar as like the shouting match, is being somewhat reserved at this point. I suppose, you know, it's early in the series.
Yeah, it's pretty back and forth. It's not like either team can really feel confident about situation to the point where they might scream at their opponents and then get egg on their face. Well, beyond that point, really, I guess I mean. Anyway, both teams on the buy once again. 3-2 set up for the CTs. Fiat towards the B bomb site, holding on to their smokes for now. 5 smokes for the CT side. So they'll change their own pace in that respect. And Syman Gaming have to wonder what the setup is. That flashbang didn't go over the wall. That's one to practice offline. But again, Crad is holding a flash for his teammates, Fiat, but he's standing in a smoke grenade on fire. Up on the sandbags he goes, and it is a seemingly brittle setup for DreamEaters on the top of Banana. But by the time Crad's throwing the flash, it could be way too late, and there's no guarantee that Fiat makes it back to the B bomb site from standing on sandbags. So it's a high-risk situation, but they still have 4 players alive.
Yeah, Indeed, they do. Crad playing next to the smoke here, so he's in one and done spot. There's the one, and now he's got to fall away. That's pretty damn good, though. They're down to 3 players moving their way in. Speedak, if he gets even just one, it's going to be 3v2 retakes. So, I mean, well, that said, the CTs still aren't rotating. The CTs are still not rotating from A. They're still not rotating. This is kind of mad.
Yeah, I think they're a little too...
Could rotate at least one.
They're waiting for some hardcore information.
Yeah.
Maybe with Speedak on the back of the site. Crikey, well, that's going to be a long journey, isn't it?
Oh, my God.
3v3, the bomb getting planted now at the 20-second mark, and Crad has got a lot to do. Ramzik's going to pop out, have a beautiful shot. The grenade may tell that a second player is there. Forrester's got full grenades, more or less, but surely Toric's in a too strong a position. Some tagging. It's down to 46 HP. In the meantime, we got a creep from Crad on the bomb site, but he won't last very long. DreamEaters feel risk-averse at the moment, just not really... It's weird. In being so risk-averse, they're actually taking risks. But I guess they want confirmation that the bomb is there. But they have so devoid of information. If your team is stuck on the B bomb site and they can't peek for fear of being shot, then perhaps it's time to take a risk.
Right, that's the thing is, you know, there's so many things happening there. Like, you can just try to rotate one person if you're not sure. That's normally what, you know, teams would end up doing. And also, interestingly, at the end there, Forrest had a 1v1, but he also had a smoke, a molly, and a flashbang, I believe. And he didn't throw, like, you know, of course, there's a multitude of ways to throw the smokes safely to cut off the CT spawn area, which would have been useful on the approach. And also, he knew a player was right around the corner, but didn't opt to use his flashbang in any way. There's a bunch of ways you could throw that flash. You could throw it into sandbags, for example, and just run out with it, or like try to do a pop flash setup. And there's like all kinds of things. But yeah, it seems like there are some shortcomings in that round there for DreamEaters. But we'll see if they can rectify that with this 3-man setup on Banana. So you said, James, you felt like DreamEaters were going to take it on the CT side, but it's not looking that good for them at the moment.
Yeah, there's some hesitation. But there's still room for recovery. Won't be easy, though, not in this particular round, unless Speedak gets going. There he is with the AWP. Forced from his position, but he'll create some space for himself. Could peek around the side of that. We'll just use some grenades for now. So there's a denial of information towards top mid, the standard stuff. But look at Banana. DreamEaters are at the bottom of Banana with Crad and Sviat. And Sviat still has a smoke grenade. So if they hear a flashbang, for example, from the ramp area, they may even have heard the bomb being dropped there. I don't know if it's too far away. Okay, so now there's a new smoke on Banana. Syman Gaming have A. They have no info towards B. And once again, DreamEaters will favor the short position. So look, we've got a 2-man push from DreamEaters. I feel like it was worth doing this in the previous round when they had no information and the teammates were hiding on the B bomb site. Just walking together and trying to trade worst case scenario. I feel like it was a worthy risk. In the meantime, we have Sviat walking away. I mean, he's got a 5-7. There's only so much he can do. I think it's a little bit close for a flash play to be had there. So now there's a chance for Syman Gaming. In the meantime, DreamEaters peeking top mid, but the bomb has been taken away. The bomb's been lost at the bottom of mid. They're still pushing the site. It's been collected again. Again, it's descending into madness. There's 10 seconds looking for Perfecto, but he hasn't got the bomb. Could have left him. It's Kyozi. Got to try and frag. There's a shot through the smoke. There's just so many little windows of things that are happening at the moment. I don't even know what to focus on. Forrest has got a smoke grenade. There's a Molotov to force them forward from the dark position. Does Kinky go through the smoke? He does now. Forrester has a quick look, and there'll be a frag to the left and the right for DreamEaters. And there's a team kill once all the opponents are dead. Why not just knife your teammate? I want the defuse. I want the stats. I want an MVP star. Therefore, I will knife you in the back. That's the only thing I can make out of that situation. But again,
Oh my God.
he sees one player to the back with the 5-7, but surely he can hear the player on Banana. He sees he hasn't got the bomb. There's like 10 seconds on the clock. Kill the guy with the bomb, win the round.
Wow, okay.
Everyone's excited. Hey, drop me this weapon. No, I'll shoot you in the chest instead. I don't really want to give you my op, so I'll kill you with it. I want to defuse the bomb. No, I want to defuse the bomb. Have you ever been knifed while you're defusing or shot in the head?
Oh my God.
Boom.
It's just, I just don't. I told you, man. It's just that. What was it like? I think it's like round 4 or 5 when Speedak orbed Sviat. It's like the sign of things to come. It's like that. That definitely delivered. Because here we go. We got that team knife. That is. I mean, it's not a really good. I mean, there's never a good spot for it, I suppose.
Look, this tac pause is like saying, guys, if I'm alive and the bomb needs defusing, I'm defusing the bomb. If you try and defuse the bomb, this is what's going to happen. That's the only thing they're saying right now.
I mean, their money is, it kind of sucks. They can't really afford everything. That knife kill, you know, it's actually a really big deal. Oh man! All right, well it's 11 to 11, and the roller coaster continues. What did you say? How did you put it before? Like, it's like you're a blind man on a roller coaster, or something like that. I feel like that's an apt description. Don't know which way it's going, but you know it's going to be crazy. All right, well, we got the apartments take coming in from Syman Gaming, so they're not opting to go for a default. It kind of looks like they're going to balcony burst this. Presumably, they'll have a flash from top mid, although, okay, they're coming down into boiler now, so maybe we won't see a balcony pop after all. Quick flashbang, so they're going to burst in towards porch. Two-man setup here in pit.
Hesitation, pull the smoke out, pull this gun out. Those are very crucial seconds, but Forrest is cleaning house, bleaching the floors of short, and Torek is left in the arch position, 1 versus 3. He's taken a lick of damage. I don't know if they've seen him. He hasn't fired a bullet yet, so they may not have seen him at all. Forrester, did he just see him? I think he did. He's pre-firing now. The information is there. Torek has precious few seconds to try and find an elimination before they converge on him, and they'll do exactly that. 12 to 11 for DreamEaters. A better round, more survive.
Good stuff. MVP, the coach, Mechano gun. Right, so there you go. DreamEaters making it happen. Forrester with a great spray down. That was beautiful to witness. Syman Gaming really trying to catch them with their pants down, but that two-man setup, that was really the money for a two-man setup in pit was the money for DreamEaters. Right, here we go. Big push down mid coming in from Speedak. Take the action to them. They know that they're on the save. They know that they don't have helmets. So the MP9 is going to make some cash. Hunting Speedak. Wants that AWP money. Give me the AWP money. Ooh, in the face. His journey has been cut short. So now DreamEaters can just try to chill a little bit. The bomb's down now. There's 2 left. The MP9 in Neelan's hands. No longer. All right, so DreamEaters are going to get 13 to 11. They look like they're taking the lead here. They're looking pretty good.
Told you, he's always last alive, man. On both sides. I don't know what the science is, but he's always the last alive. Dawaj. Hop.
Хорошо. Okay. So the AWP indeed. So I think this is one of the first times we've really seen a great buy from DreamEaters. So that's nice for them. But we've got the Kriegs out in force here for Syman Gaming, so that's going to be fun also. Let's see how they opt to open up this round. They abandoned the default in the previous round. They just went with a fast burst towards A, which is pretty cool to see. It's good to mix things up like that. DreamEaters had a perfect setup to deal with it. The 3-man setup here towards Banana, so a mix-up from DreamEaters on their CT setup. And that's fine for Syman Gaming, because they're taking top mids. If they go to Banana, it's going to be a little bit later. So they're going to be winning the utility battle from that sense, although they don't actually have a lot of utility remaining at the moment.
I feel like it's been a mixed bag once they've taken top mid and tried to do the same towards the Banana position, but obviously things will be a little easier, or will they, when there's only one player here. And previously in some situations, Krad's been the last man and he's had no grenades. This time he has a smoke grenade and a flashbang. Don't get too greedy though with these peaks. Oh, it's nervous watching.
Yes, those are deep jiggles.
We see a molly now, but in case they have the similar setup from Syman Gaming, which is pretty cool. Krad's trying to buy as much time as possible, but he's starting to get into territory where he could get himself into trouble. 5 alive with 40 seconds, and Sviat's going to make his way towards the B bomb site. I would rather they have somebody there with some flashes at the very least for reasons I've mentioned before. Perfect timing for that smoke to go down. It's going to make life really hard for Syman Gaming, but it's so shallow. We saw this in a previous series today as well. It's so shallow that Syman Gaming could just burst through it with some flashbangs over the top.
Here's the flashbang, and then they go 3 strong, and they'll take down Krads. It's a matter of time here. Sviat, how? Oh my God! They're going to go for the plant? No, okay. So they will take him down. They clear the site properly, and that's the round actually. I don't think that DreamEaters, they're not in a position to do anything here.
Yeah, I feel like if you could put the smoke a little deeper, then it's going to be more difficult for them to get away, and you could play closer to the smoke if that's what you wanted to do. Obviously, you're susceptible to being sprayed down, but that's the second time. We saw it in the previous series as well. We see it here now, where they just go through the smoke. One guy throws a flash over the top, and they're just suddenly you're facing 2 or 3 people. You can't take them all out at once, unless you've got a very good crossfire or you've got a tight angle in first oranges. And they were already in pool once the peak came in, and most of their bodies are covered, and you're all fully exposed. So that is not going to be to your advantage. Syman Gaming will keep it close, but DreamEaters have got they've got some money. Forrester with 6K. There will be drops.
And again, it goes back towards Syman Gaming. They're going to keep this within a 1-round circumstance. Difference. That's what the one I was after. Not happy with that result. Ooh, here we go. Double orbs. That's a mix-up that could work out well for DreamEaters. We'll have to see. They're bringing it out towards the end of this one. So I don't think Syman Gaming have had to deal with this just yet. And in they go quickly now. There's potential for an orb shot, but no. Krad gets absolutely nailed. Sviat now, beautiful flashbang, is able to slow them down. Let's steal away the AWP, and he will get out of dodge here. But he's looking to re-aggress potentially. He's taking a deep angle. The jump will force him to whiff the shot. Or cause him to whiff the shot, and they are going in fast and hard here. Sviat, he's alone. Nice shot. He's blind for that one as well, and there is the jump up onto first oranges, and that will be the end of him. They got the bomb site, but it is a 3v3. There is time to make this work for DreamEaters.
Yeah, they got mollies as well. They won't land in time to stop the bomb from being planted, but it was planted in an opposite direction to where you would normally find it. They've got a molly for dark spot as well if they want it. Plenty of flashbangs. They've got a smoke for banana. But is anybody in position to throw one? Forrester is. That's one being deployed. There's the molly. Hasn't quite gone in the... Okay, it has gone into the right place, and Neeling gets taken out. The bomb's ticking further and further. There's one more smoke to create some space for the CTs if they've got an angle to use it. That bomb's pretty far ticked now, but the frags have not gone their way, and Spidak suddenly in a bad position, misses his shot. He's got to try and save his AWP now, but Kioz is hunting. And this seems... is he going to survive here?
Oh my God.
Apparently he will.
That's hilarious. Both teams actually died. Interesting. All right, so DreamEaters, they are suffering. I think that will equalize it, right? 13-13? We're about to find out. About to find out. And we've got a tactical pause coming in from DreamEaters, so they are feeling the pressure here. Everything's starting to go wrong just when you thought they'd had momentum. Of course, it's all stolen away by Syman Gaming. And now Syman Gaming look like they're about to win this map. It really has been, I feel like there is a mathematical pattern here between the way the rounds are being exchanged. That's fairly consistent.
I'll leave you to do the calculations, Dan.
Yeah, well, it is indeed 13-13, and look at the money for DreamEaters. They're in trouble. They're going to save with the AWP.
Okay, this is all about Spidak. Now, does he use his smoke to try and defuse the molly and go for the quick shot at the half wall? No smoke is coming out. Just going to go for the traditional peek. So far, so good. Ramzik's taken out. Now, does he rotate the AWP all the way towards the A bomb site, thinking Syman Gaming would choose to avoid it? Another failed flashbang over the half wall. And indeed, Spidak goes towards the A bomb site with the AWP. Now, this is pretty common in such a situation. So if Syman Gaming read the AWP's probably gone towards A and they'll continue to pursue B, that'll be pretty cool.
Nice shot there with the Deagle. Dink comes into Kiosk as well. He's in trouble. USP's running around, and there might be some play here for DreamEaters after all. Krad's still there in the back. able to take him down as Perfecto eventually, and there's the bomb going down. The Orb's still alive here for Speedak. Things are looking a little uncomfortable. I don't know how long these smokes will be up on CT, and well, there you go. Coffins and CT smoke both dissipate, and DreamEaters, they'll have to commit deep to get these kills. But Kios is very weak, but they don't really have the weaponry here, and the lack of Kevlar is concerning as well. If only there was a single Molotov, that would be very, very helpful. And Speedak is going to commit his AWP into this, it looks like. Teammates will move forwards. You got to take down one. He knows where both players are now at this point. He's going to go for it. Is there really a world? No, absolutely not. Perfecto will shut it down, but they'll go down to the last man to win that one.
It was a disjointed push. They only had 2 of the 4 players, the T side, pushing into the B bomb site with a very late smoke going towards the construction position. And it left them a little handicapped, it seems, trying to clear all the areas of the B bomb site. So I think that could have been done a little better for Syman Gaming, but they will be successful. And they've taken AWP away. It was a weird spot to commit to it, but a noble effort. It leaves them without an AWP in this run, which is quite key.
Also, if DreamEaters now win this round, they'll go to 14, and Syman Gaming won't have any money. So,
yep. So choices were taken, and we'll see if they will pay off. I don't think we've seen this setup in this half so far from DreamEaters. Some of the setups around this area here have been less than ideal from the CT side, so maybe this will be a saving grace. If Crad can run distraction, then maybe Speedak can clean up. So far, so good. Not going to fall off just yet. He's going to still hold his ground. Speedak's on the way. I don't know if he's got a flashbang. Creating some space, smoke into the molly, and there's a lot of variance here for Syman Gaming. They are stuck in the choke point. They can't go beyond, so it almost seems like they want to fall back, but they don't know what's behind them. They haven't got any frags. So there's no position to exploit. They're just stuck in the choke point.
Yeah, this is awful. They have time, but they're pretty committed. They've got a single smoke remaining. Indeed, it's not a good look for them. They'll need a pick to get themselves out of this situation. Fortunately, the CTs don't have too much utility left, but they do have 2 smokes. And where are those smokes? We've got Forrester and Kinky, so they're both towards A. So the smokes are towards the pit position. So at least there's that. In that sense, it might be most intelligent to go towards B. It's good that they're delaying because they're convincing DreamEaters that they have to fall into a normal setup, a 2-3 setup, because there has been time now for them to rotate out of B. And so going back to B is probably the smartest choice, but looks like, what are they saving? Are they saving? Okay. Going for the save.
Oh, look at this! Look at the score.
The money is, the money's really bad.
This is not the time to lose all your weapons. I think this is better than.
That's true.
There was it turned into a horrible position. They didn't get through the choke point. Barely saw the B bomb site, let alone sniffed it. So losing everything there was very likely. There was no longer any ideal situation for Syman Gaming. Perhaps this is the best they could ask for. And here are the scores on the doors. Crad leading with 24 kills at the moment. Forrester with 20, and Perfecto and Kiels just behind him with 19 apiece. But what is it all for? Both these teams looking for the first game, in this best-of-3 series. But Syman Gaming are a little handicapped now with the Desert Eagle and the P250 on Neelan and Kiels. And DreamEaters begin their take of the banana position. Sviat in the flames, but he'll survive for now. Kiels hunting for something, and he will receive maybe what he didn't want, what he wasn't looking for.
Oh, I like this. A double rotation out of the B bomb site here, it looks like, to reinforce the A bomb sites. Detecting the Syman Gaming will no longer like that. And they have the info on Banana to confirm this, I do believe. So DreamEaters is set up to crush this round. It's going to require a nice set piece from Syman Gaming to really deal with a setup on A, but they don't have that much utility, so that will be difficult to piece together. So they're being asked to hit some crazy shots. However, looks like they're going back towards B. Now, typically, throwing a flash every time the CTs take Banana like this is important. I think that flash was bad, actually. Didn't seem to do anything to Crad. No, actually, surely he won't fight. Okay. You don't want to fight in this position, really. You want to stay alive. And he's got the smoke, and there's so little time left. The smoke should just kill everything.
There's a counter smoke. He got shot in the head, but through the wall, so didn't do much damage. Torek is still alive. That's a huge mistake. Sviat going through the smoke, and this is a complete disaster. A complete disaster for DreamEaters. Syman Gaming should surely not be on the bomb site like this. they've been gifted a potential game point, but DreamEaters seem to be going for it. They've got possession of construction. They've got one flash on Kinky. Forrester holding construction for now. They could smoke off the banana position. They've got to get that deep flash in, though. Otherwise, Ramsey's going to take some heads off. Flash is not good enough. It's too high. But here are the trades in favor of Syman Gaming. They started this with only 3 rifles, and they might finish it with a very strong position indeed. Kinky, this clock is running down. He doesn't even have a kit on him. Easy frag for Neelan, and Syman Gaming get to game point first.
Oh no, it feels like they threw that round away, James. They had so many advantages playing in their favor. Syman Gaming, they didn't have much. They were down a man. They had almost no utility. They're in a terrible situation, but they just managed to walk into the B-bomb site with 40 seconds left. And we just saw too many missed shots from DreamEaters. They had such a good opportunity there, and now they're going to be down to, well, it's not the worst buy in the world. They are lacking any defuse kits, so they definitely don't want the bomb to be going down, and that is not good. Ramzik will catch Speedak as he jumps across towards Boiler. And oh dear. It all looks good for DreamEaters, but just like that, once again, just when you think Syman Gaming are out for the count, they get back up again.
Hips at the post. DreamEaters must have felt confident. Being chased up banana of a P250, only to lose the round. Sviat creeping through the smoke, brazen peak. Oh, he gets some information as well. The AWP will be collected. A second frag would have been so key there, but it keeps him on the back foot not getting it. But Krad's taking his position, and if he can find some timing, then who the hell knows what will happen. The bomb is still on T-ramp for the time being, and it seems that DreamEaters just want to go in with a crossfire. Everybody's on the A-bomb site now. Torek is looking for something. Grenades. Oh, that's just beautiful timing once again. Looking for more response. Perfecto down a boiler position. The MP9, they keep catching him off guard. What the hell's going on?
Syman Gaming keeps trying to set up to actually push in, but every time they take their eye off the ball, they get taken down. It's unreal that those peaks come in at the perfect moments, just multiple times. We get the rotation onto B here for the T side.
It's divine intervention.
And the CTs are rotating towards B as well. There isn't really time to go back to A, honestly, given that they've no map control towards A. So at this point, it's all the chips across the line now for this B push. Neelan going in with the Deagle. Good spot. Forrester close. There's the trade from Krad, though. But Kios, he needs to make good of this. He's got very limited time. He has the bomb on his back. He just has to find the kill onto Krad with the MP9. He just needs this kill. He needs to get it now. And he would just about have enough time to get the bomb planted. And now the 1 versus 1 against Kinky to keep them in the game, to secure overtime. As he comes in from the CT side of things, Kios, he's got a good position. The jiggle to get that information. And now it's about playing the time, playing the timings. Here comes Kinky making his way across.
He's got no kit.
And he's going to get the frag. And he's got plenty of time. Oh my God. We're going to overtime.
So many crazy things going on with the CTs in that round. Hiding behind the smoke. Looking away from a flashbang. There's no sound cue of a flashbang there. But then when they were doing Ring Around the Rosie in New Box, he was just like, it's almost like his headphones were in reverse, just chasing the wrong side of the box with the MP9. It's crazy.
Would you expect any less from this series?
Absolutely bananas.
I'm telling you, it's like there's some like mathematical pattern here to the way the rounds are exchanged, just keeping these guys, you know, 1 round away from each other in perpetuity. And overtime once again. I mean, we got overtimes, I think, in 2 of the 3 maps in the previous series with these guys.
I was expecting overtime about 6 rounds ago. It was just like, there's something you can predict. Some things you can predict in these kind of games. Completely back and forth from start to finish. You just feel the overtime coming, man. That is a sigh of relief for DreamEaters. After being in such a strong position, he's had 3 rifles, but the mismanagement of the banana area caused them way too many problems. There's a lot of talking going on now. What can they take from these rounds that they can inject into their game in these overtime rounds? Maybe we see that setup again on banana with the man on the wall. Although we did see adjustment from the T side and the Molotov in that close right position from their perspective. All to play for. That would have been a huge pickup for Syman Gaming this game.
Look at this. Look at this 3 versus 4. It's just, the timings are unreal. And this 1v1 from Kinky. God damn. Oh no. It's crazy, isn't it? So overtime we go. It's the big red reset button is pressed. Everything, you forget all the past sins. Everything's washed away. You start with a clean slate. You start with 10K. 3 rounds and a half. Double ops come out. It's the big gun straight away for DreamEaters. We didn't get to see double ops very often for that CT side. It was very difficult for them to find the money that they needed for that, given how scrappy some of the rounds were. And Syman Gaming playing it slow, giving up Banana, going for the mid-take instead. And DreamEaters, they're going to take full control of Banana. So they'll have the option to leave the AWP on Banana and rotate the Rifler towards A.
Looking at the bomb position, I do wonder if it's going to be lost at some point in this round. Going to keep an eye on that. Keel's keeping the CTs honest, or trying to, but you never know what might happen. And there is the bomb. Actually, that might be hard for CTs to see in that deep position. So we do have that set up here once again. Essentially, Krad up top. There's the bait, but now Sviat's on the other side. Not quite working in his favor, though. But they still have position. They haven't been too gritty with the smoke. Everything's calmed down. And Syman Gaming still have a job to do. And look at Speedak's position towards A as well. He has a reasonable level of information. But they've lost a man, so the 2 per site. DreamEaters. See them boosting Forrester up, expectant of smoke grenades later on. And Krad's going to go for a cheeky peek. Again, catching them while they're setting up. No connection.
And there comes the push. Can they get the defense going? They struggled here or there. Forrester, Noah's checking for this boost position. He gets a free 2K and falls back. And Speedak is on the way with the AWP. Up Banana. Forrester's going to be moving through the coffin position, applying some pressure. And Torek and Perfecto, they're in some trouble here because Speedak's coming in with that AWP, and that's an easy one for him. Now Perfecto with all to do, gonna have to reposition, and that's a beautiful timing that he managed to get himself towards construction to keep himself alive and avoid being sandwiched. Trying to take a good peek there, that's some good damage, but a multi-kill is required, and Perfecto, who else would you want to do it in this position? And just trying to get on the defuse, that is absolutely absurd. Can Perfecto spray him down? Oh my god, he's gonna get the defuse there in the smoke. And there you go. Another round goes the way of DreamEaters.
Golf claps. A two-man golf clap on the DreamEaters side. Never knew it was possible. First round in the bag for DreamEaters. The bomb was planted for Syman Gaming, which will give them a little bonus money. And they will buy triple Kriegs for this round. Krad now with 27 frags for DreamEaters. So we'll see what the approach to Banana is. Only 2 players here for the B-bombs, for the CT, sorry. Beautiful run boost for Speedak, and Ramzik will have a pain in his leg from that. Torek's made his way into the balcony position, so we've got some apps control from the T side at least, relatively early. Krad and Forrester, I think they're boosting on the arch position over the smoke. There we go, so smoke is not in the right position to help them out just yet, but DreamEaters will fight for top mid, and it will invite Syman Gaming to use more utility. And there's another bait set up here for DreamEaters. I like how they're changing things up in this respect.
So there we go, we get the burst. Oh wow, some spray gets a free kill there for Forrester. He's got all the sprays today. And the rotation back towards Banana, but there's got to be a flashbang. There it is. It's going to do anything? Yes, okay, it's a good one. And Krad's forced back, but they're going to hit the AWP, and he has a smoke grenade left. And this is going to kill a lot of time. So that smoke grenade is going to go away around 28 seconds. So there'll be just enough time if they want to wait it out to get into the bomb site, but it will have to be a clean entry to feel comfortable. Ooh, nice shot from Krad. Oh god, it's getting even worse here. Beautiful series of shots. What do you do about that?
It's Forrester facing. He's looking away for a flashbang, but this is going to be interesting. Krad's got the shadow advantage, and Torek is in T-ramp. He was looking to cut off the rotation, which never came, because everybody got blasted on the B-bomb site, and that's going to be the second round in the bag for DreamEaters. They're on the cusp of giving themselves 3 game points. Happy, but he'll be happier if they can secure this game. So close to losing it. Almost gifting it to their opponent. This is pretty wild. Little late on the throw there. Left himself exposed.
Pain.
Yeah.
Some pain behind those eyes. Some deep HEs. Down middle, won't connect with too much. It's a second mid push coming in from Syman Gaming. Perhaps, are they going to go for a balcony burst? I haven't seen one of those in a little bit. In a hot minute. There are a couple players mid who can throw the chain flashes towards the A bomb site. And indeed, it will be a balcony burst with the bomb in tow. But this setup is actually pretty good here. The flashbangs need to be perfect, and it looks like they are, because that's a very blind Kinky. He's going to go down straight away. But Forrester, he's been fantastic so far. But we get all the frags. 2 players left now for the CT side. They are well and truly out of the bomb site, and they've got to be getting their retake game on. So Syman Gaming, they might just have a round in the making here.
Ooh, SpeedX got some kind of funky smoke grenade, which he threw from the mini monolith in CT spawn. Gets to take some angles away towards the arch position. And now Crad will pick up the AWP. He's a dab hand of that as well. So the smoke creates some space for them as they move forward, looking towards the pits and wallbanks just in case. But they need to get cracking before that smoke disappears. 2 players on the site, one looking away, one facing for the shot. He knows where one of the players is. There's the other one, still re-peeking. This is the last round, so he's got to go for it. He could shotgun, needs to get on the bomb quickly, misses the shot, might as well try and touch the bomb, see what happens. Not much. It will be 2-1 at half-time.
It's a good effort. But there you go, Syman Gaming, they managed to scrape together 1 round. And that's going to be a huge relief. There's nothing worse than having a scenario where it's actually impossible for you to win. And the best you can do is just tie and then force another overtime, which is what would have happened should they have conceded that round. So they can make it work. All they have to do is win 3 rounds in a row. No worries. Although any rounds in a row in this series, more than 2, seems somewhat impossible. So perhaps that win is going to be rather difficult for them. DreamEaters, on the other hand, they had some positions where they were well and truly ahead in regulation, yet they were unable to close. And it seemed like there was some, I don't want to say choking, but it looked like the pressure was definitely getting to them in some of these spots, missing some kills that otherwise they'd been getting all game long. And hopefully in this scenario, we'll see no more of that. Ramsey going for a deep peek already at the balcony towards second mid with the AWP, or straight down to the apartments. Down the stairs, in fact.
Oh! HE didn't go where they wanted it to go. A lot of missed grenades in this game of Inferno. That could have been everything. Could have been speed at gone. Got hit by 1 grenade, 50 HP. Now we will never know. Aggression from Syman Gaming and apartments in the meantime, but they move back. Once again, going multiple people towards that short position. Or are they going to aggress again in the apartments? Perfecto's creeping up. Oh, he's got to pull his knife out, and that will leave him in regret. He sees 1, maybe not 2. And DreamEaters may want to get their skates on towards this B bomb site. There'll be counter grenades. You can see Neelan moving in front of the smoke, trying to avoid the spray, but it'll be easy for him. Beautiful stuff. Picks up a new gun, and there is nothing for Forrester to do at this point. That is the power of a counter smoke. Playing close to it. Neelan not waiting around. And there's a round for Syman Gaming.
All right, so 19 is the magic number here. So the teams are tied at 17 apiece. And that looks pretty damn confident from Syman Gaming. They need 2 more to win. And,
they both do.
And so do DreamEaters. Now, winning around there is perfect for Syman Gaming. Just get that, get the good feels going straight away on the CT side. DreamEaters. Oh, actually, Ramsey looking to get that aggression on in the apartments once again with the AWP. Wants that early impact. He will be denied, though, with the Molotov. And DreamEaters working towards second mid and apartments already. Giving up Banana. They may go for the retake a little bit later on. But Ramzik is here. Ooh, they might go for the burst play again.
No one's in position mid, though.
It's worked out for them before.
Kinky's holding a flash, which he's just deployed. Oh, excuse, what do I know? Different to the one you normally see. But will they be successful? Perhaps not. Krad gets taken out. Syman Gaming looking to shut it down. Beautiful frags from Torek. 2 versus 4 now for Syman Gaming. There's still no rotation from one player on B, but they've seen the bomb in the pit of A. Why isn't he rotating? Why is he just standing there? In the I mean, they might need these players. Ramzik is just trapped in the corner. He's only now rotating. What the hell's going on?
Oh my god, and they're going to get the bomb side. What the hell is happening? Oof, okay, Kios has quite the clutch on his hands.
He hasn't seen the bomb. There we go.
He's got time. See, Kinky's really worried that he's going to die in this position. Really, really worried.
Well, I'm worried now because Kios has an angle before he's crossed.
Oh my god.
And now he smoked himself off. He's closer to the smoke. What in the blazes is happening? Can somebody please explain? How is that possible?
Oh my god, that is insane.
They killed the guy who had the bomb in the pit, which means the bomb is on the radar. The bomb is in the pit. What are you doing on the B-bomb site?
Winning the round, James. That's what's up.
Slow rolling. He's slow rolling the aces.
All right, well, this is the reality we're in. Okay, last round, and Syman Gaming, if they pick it up, they're going to win this map, in the first map in this series. DreamEaters, if they pick it up, well, it's another overtime. Syman Gaming, my god, what a clutch from Kios. But what a blunder as well from DreamEaters. Just unbelievable stuff. Ramzik, oh, yikes. Adding insult to injury there. That's a free one through the smoke into Boiler. And that's such a small angle as well that he hit. And once again, DreamEaters are just completely committed now. They've lost their presence towards A. They have to go in towards B. The Molotov's been missed towards the new box. And, oh no, there's 2 players there in this setup. Nilan gets 2 from it. The nade will deal with him. Will they realize that's another player here? Kios, they have no idea. It's a free one. And now it's up to Speedak to take this. But it looks like Syman Gaming are surely going to close this one down. Speedak's in a 1 versus 4. Oh no, he's trapped. There's nowhere to go. They know exactly where he is, and he will be finished off by Kios, no less. And what a turnaround. Syman Gaming pick up map 1 against DreamEaters. I don't understand a lot of the things that happened there, James, but it was exciting.
That went down exactly as I expected it to. Absolute madness, carnage. Loads of mistakes. Very, very back and forth game. That's the thing with both teams making such significant mistakes. I think it's just partly it's a lottery in the case of when you make that mistake and how fatal it is.
Yeah.
So I really feel like a map like Inferno between these 2 teams is just a complete coin flip. It's just about who makes the error when that gets capitalized on. You saw, I mean, you can't blame the guys in the pit, right, with the bomb for expecting the CT to be close to them somewhere.
Yeah,
so that buys time for the CT to rotate. But then the smoke's just completely messed up on the short position. Then they're closer to the smoke, trying to cross to the bomb, red health, complete disaster. Alex, what do you make of that?